So, on behalf of myself and the entire KNKT Media team, I'd like to welcome you to the 90-day paid traffic profit program. Quite a mouthful, yeah. um, well, in this video, as I said, I just want to keep things very quick and very short. I just want to tell you exactly what you can expect from the process in terms of deliverables, things that are not included, how I would like this partnership to go about, what we expect from you and what you can expect from us. And also, I will be covering the emotional journey of this process. Now, I know this may seem a bit weird to you. We have done this enough times to know exactly how clients react emotionally to this process. And I'm sure you understand as a business owner that when you make an emotionally charged decision, most of the time, as far as you may know it, it never really tends to work out. So I just want to run you through the process, run you through some of the emotions that you might experience in the 90-day process. Now, day 1 to 20 is basically the kickoff phase, and this is a pretty exciting time. We are getting your CSV files in, we're tapping into your CRM, getting your audiences in, building some audiences. Now, within the first 20 days, we should get your first ads out, making sure that we try and reach a market resonance, which means we are trying to get a good message out to your customers and your clients to entice them in. We are split testing a bunch of creatives, ad copy, etc., etc. It's an exciting time. And within that first 20 days, you're going to see a lot of action. Now, usually when it gets to around days 20 to 40, some doubt starts to creep in because this is a pretty boring time on both sides, really. We are split testing your audiences. We are split testing demographics, the creative, the ad copy, and even just the market message in general. Okay, so we are split testing a lot of things to see how we can get the most out of your ad spend and how we can go about getting the highest ROI for you. And in this period, a lot of clients start to doubt the process, which is completely normal. Now, days 20 to 40, you start to wonder, maybe this doesn't work, maybe Facebook ads don't work for the people I'm trying to attract to my business, or maybe the economy is bad, whatever it may be. There are so many different weird and wild thoughts that go through clients' heads. That is normal, that is just human nature. We usually find that once it gets around days 40 to 60, you are starting to see ads churn out and you're starting to bring some money into your business. That is kind of like the stability phase. And within the stability phase, you're starting to understand how this works. You're starting to understand how we can scale this, how we can go about scaling the ad budget, how we can bring in more leads, more customers, and more clients. Then transitioning into days 60 to 90, this is where you will see a lot of profit come in. You will have a big smile on your face, just like an emoji. You have a huge smile on your face and you just super amped. Now, days 90 onwards, you start to get into the phase that I like to call bliss, simply because your marketing is automated, your lead generation is automated, your client acquisition online is automated. The way I like to tell our clients about this stage is kind of like how you get an accountant or maybe an office cleaner. You never really have to check up on them. You just know that they are doing what they do and they do it right. And you are just happy with it, right? So, and it's an amazing place to be in, right? When you just don't need to worry about bringing leads into your business or getting traffic to your offer. That is an amazing place to be in your business because you can focus primarily on your products or tightening up the systems you have in place in your business or whatever it may be. Or whatever it may be you want to focus your time on. Making sure that you have the correct amount of traffic to your offer or your website or wherever your final page is, and making sure you have your retargeted campaigns on point. Just making sure that this is all just working like a finely oiled machine. It is an amazing place to get to. But as I said, to get to that place, which is pretty much every business owner's dream, you have to go through this process first, okay? So now, one thing that I would mention is that you as a business might be different, okay? You might be different. I've had clients where we literally get them results in 3 days, 7 days, where they get a 10x ROI in 24 days. Whatever it may be, myself and this agency has experienced that. But all I can say that is from the clients that KNTK Media has worked with, this is pretty much the process that I've gone through. Not only the clients that have signed up with us here at KNTK Media, but clients I have dealt with in my other business matters. This is usually the emotional process that clients in all similar programs like this go through. Okay, so that is the emotional journey of this process. And as I said, I'm sure that you as a business owner understand this. When you make emotionally charged decisions, things usually don't go too well. So this is just a general forewarning. This entire spectrum of emotion could be compressed down into the first 21 days. It is just a general structure. So what does this program include? So what I'm about to read through here will all be shown in the contract. It may be different depending on what services we're offering, but it usually revolves around this. This 90-day program includes campaign setups, so setting up all your campaigns within your ads manager, the creation, design, and optimization of your ads. So basically that means your videos, photos, and basically the creative, as well as the ad copy, which is the writing that comes with it. Now, depending on what service or offer you have, we might need some videos from you, but don't worry, my team and myself will send you the instructions and tell you exactly what you need to say within the videos. Some clients are more comfortable in front of a camera and we kill it with video for them, but some clients are not as comfortable in front of the camera, in which case we need to rely more on a photo and the ad copy. So depending on where you are, we can make that decision. Then we move into campaign testing. This is all about applying a small ad budget to split test important variables. Factors like your audience, things like the country or the age demographic. These are all very important variables, and we just want to split test with a very small budget to begin with to see which variables come out dominant, and then we can scale it from there. The next thing is audience management and research. So once again, there will be in another step in this onboarding process, we are going to really try and ask you some questions so that we really understand your audience, because as I said, what we want to reach is market resonance. When we resonate with the marketplace, we can call out the audience's fears, their desires, their wants, their dreams. When we call out that specifically, we are going to dominate. So as I said, this is going to be a lot about audience research, market research with the help of you. So mainly just finding killer audience ad sets. Now the next thing is Facebook retargeting. Now it is Facebook and its various networks. So a high return on investment retargeting ad, we want to do those to pick up the easy pickings on and within the Facebook advertising platforms. Now, one of the first things we make sure we have set up with a client is that they get a Facebook pixel installed. If someone comes onto our page and they're about to buy and literally put in their payment information, then for whatever reason, for example, their wife calls or they have had to go to dinner with their wife and they've left, that is such a slim picking. Now, a very, very easy picking, you can get a 10, 20 or 100x ROI on that audience set simply by implementing this tool. So this is where we are really big on retargeting ads. So starting there and collecting all the slim pickings with that is all made possible with the Facebook pixel. Whether your Facebook pixel is on your offer page or your website or whatever it is we are trying to sell on. The next thing is campaign optimization. So myself and my team are going to be looking at your ads every single day and basically just optimizing to make sure that we are getting the highest ROI possible. Lastly is monthly performance reporting. So at the end of the month, we just want to paint a very clear picture on basically this is what was spent and this was made, and this is why it happened. Now, not only do we have an end of month call to discuss this, but as I said, you can actually take the report with you if you want to share it with your team, your co-founder, or whoever it may be that you'd like to share it to. We really just want to keep you in the loop. So what this program does not include. So this is what the program does not include. All of these services are additional services, and you can reach out to me or the team to request them, and we can provide them for an additional fee. This is probably the most common thing that our clients ask for the most, which is webinar creation, funnel creation, and back-end emails. Now, obviously, depending on the offer that we put on the table for you, depending what you already have in place, what we want to optimize and make better for your business so you can increase your revenue. This set of things that don't come with the program may vary. So the webinar creation, for example, could be something that we put on the table and put in the offer for you exclusively, depending on what we want to do with your business. So just to go through what this typically doesn't involve: webinar creation, funnel creation, setup of social media platforms, ad comment monitoring, social media strategy, and social media growth. So all of these services can be added to the 90-day program for an additional fee. You can reach out to myself or anyone at KNKT and we can implement these for you, in addition to the paid advertisement programs that we have for you. So how to make this a great partnership. Now, I just want to cover how we can go about making this a great partnership. As I said, we've done this enough times now to know what are the patterns that make up an absolutely amazing partnership and what happens and what occurs when the partnerships end up terminating early. As in, yes, we have had to drop the client and it's just not an enjoyable experience. So how to make this a great partnership? Firstly, ask questions. Now, it is hard to fully believe in something you don't understand. So ask your ads/accounts manager, because you will have a direct line of contact with the person running your ads and managing your account. Ask that person questions because it is no surprise that you will feel doubtful and follow the typical emotional process and even make your doubt prolonged and make it worse for yourself as a business owner simply by not asking questions and not knowing and believing that this program will reel in results. You will understand what we understand, and you understand exactly why we are so confident with the system we implement into these ads for you. Now, the next thing is unplugging emotions, the exact same way that a financial advisor does best when he has trust from his clients. We work the same way. Unplug your emotions. We know this works. Now, the thing with most marketing agency owners, CEO, founders, they make a marketing agency, they learn how to do this stuff with the client's money, then they go out and build an online business of their own. That is completely opposite to what we have at KT Media. I just don't think any one of my clients will ever spend as much as me personally as a business owner on advertising a month. Everyone in KT Media has come here through training through various businesses, my business associates own or that I own, and then these individuals were hired onto KT Media. This is a process that works. This is a process that has been refined down simply by me putting my own money on the line, knowing that it works. So really all I can say is if you really unplug your emotions from this process works. This is not a guessing game. This is a systemized process that is proven to reel in results. And lastly, one more thing I'd like to say about this is if you're listening to this right now, if I myself and others in KT Media have decided to bring you on board as a client, it is because we believe in your business. It's because we believe in your business. I believe I can bring you an immense ROI, and we believe in the value you bring as a business to others in this world. You are a business that myself and the team at KNKT Media are excited to work with. So you are only here because I know we can make you a lot more money leveraging the power of social media and help you bring your business forward. That takes us to the next point. Be open to new ideas. We are going to push the boundaries of what is possible, but we keep in mind that you, as the client, will always have the final say. We will always throw a bunch of different ideas your way once concrete foundations have been implemented. You can take these ideas, you can leave them, but at the end of the day, you, as the client, will always have the final say. Now, the next thing is be responsive. Any cogs in the operational conveyor belt will slow down how quickly it is to get you results. So quite simply, the ball is in your court. Myself and KNKT Media as a team are quick to respond. But if it is the situation where we have requested that you do something in order for the next process or task to begin, and we get a reply or response back 4 or 5 days later, that is time the team at KNKT Media are simply held up, simply because of having to do the best with what we have, maybe with the media or the content that you have given us. The more responsive you are, or your team are, the better this service is going to be for you. Now, this is how to make sure this partnership gets discontinued immediately. First of all, harassing the team. Now, any sort of disrespectful behavior to the team will certainly lead to the termination of the partnership. Look, I know you would never do that. I know you would never be rude to either myself or the team members, but obviously any sort of disrespectful behavior will be the number one way that we will ever drop a client. The next thing is communication policy. Myself and the KNKT Media team communicate on Slack, which is a very useful communication platform that we use. You will have your own dedicated channel. I'm sure you may be using Slack already with your team, but you will have your own dedicated channel within Slack with your ads/accounts manager. And that is the way that we communicate. Any communication outside of Slack will be ignored. As I said, we are trying to make this as smooth and as simple a process for yourself and ourselves. Making sure that us as an agency have all our clients in one place just means that we will be able to get back to you quicker. Really, this is just to make sure that we offer a better service for you. Making sure that all of our communication is on one platform, so Slack is the way in which we do that. There will be some instructions later down the line as to how to get onboarded with Slack and get your own channel. The next thing is not showing up for meetings. Please ensure a 24-hour notice for cancellations, barring emergencies, of course. Look, I understand if someone in your family falls sick, or you need to stay at home because you are waiting for a plumber, or there is any issue at the office, or anything really. Emergencies come up. But the continuous lack of respect for our agency's time is behavior that I don't think either side really wants. If you could kindly let our team know and myself know about any time you need to cancel or reschedule a call, there is no issue whatsoever, but a 24-hour notice would be amazing, so just so we can slot you into our week's schedule. Whenever you need to cancel a call, most of the time we use Acuity Scheduler, a booking platform that actually enables you to reschedule using that service. Now, the next thing is treatment. How would you like your customers and clients to treat you? Yourself as a business owner should imagine your dream, perfect, and ideal customers or client. How would they treat you? Okay, keep that picture in mind. All I simply need is for you to treat us in the same manner. And this partnership will be the best partnership you have ever formed. Now, I really don't want to scare you off with any of these, but most of this stuff is just common knowledge and common sense. And I and the team have never actually had to consider firing a client. But as I said, if a client does breach any of these continuously, like more than once on a consistent basis, then I have absolutely no problems about doing that. I really don't mean to scare you off with any of this. I know you respect us and you respect this partnership performing, so we probably didn't need to put this in here, but I decided to throw it in just in case. Now, a couple of additional details. The payment plan. So the 90-day program can be paid in full with a 10% discount or a free pay over the 90 days. So at day 0, day 30, and day 60. So that's just how we work. So at day 0, day 30, and day 60. The next thing is, please be aware that the first 90 days is not a monthly service. This is a 90-day program. So you are paying for the 90 days, and anything after that, so if you decide to stay on with us past the 90 days, which I highly recommend if you want to stay to that 90-day plus bliss stage that we talked about before, anything after the 90 days is a monthly service fee. And this monthly service fee is something you can opt out of at any time. The first 90 days is a program, so you pay for the 90 days whether you decide to leave us or not. You still have to pay for the 90 days. Now, the reason that is because I've seen it time and time again with other agency owners where they will do a monthly payment, then the client will get to days 20 to 40, the doubt stage, and want to quit and not receive the rewards from this process. So you have to just stick in there and you will receive the rewards from this proven step-by-step process. So that is just for clarification. Now, the service fee. When we quote you, we will always quote you the service fee, which does not include ad spend. You decide how much ad spend you want. So we will quote you a service fee, and then on top of that, you can decide £1,000 a month, £3,000 a month, £5,000 a month, £10,000 a month, £20,000 a month, or £50,000 a month in ad spend. Whatever it is that you want to do, our service fee will always stay the same. Now look, if you are here, then you have probably already had some sort of initiation meeting and you have probably already decided that you're going to come on board as a client, and now you're obviously onboarding, so I've probably already discussed this with you in our meeting together. So well done, welcome to K&KT Media. Thank you for sitting through that. It was just to outline the boundaries of this partnership, this relationship between my agency and your business. It's just to set some clarification in there if there was any questions or any sort of pondering thoughts that you may have had after seeing what the service includes, etc. But yeah, that should have outlined everything. But anyway, I'll see you in the next step.